Hey! We're live. Look at my hair, it's beautiful. I just got out of the swimming pool, dried my hair, didn't even care. Hair right now. Hi everybody! Welcome to the Breakaway Homestead Tuesday Night Live! As we do every Tuesday. A little cold chill. So we'll walk over your grave.
It's coming right up in my crotch.
Oh yeah, the air conditioning. So, hey folks.
Hi.
Camera's right there.
I know, I was looking at the chat because it's not
doing the chatty chat
thing.
It's
not on the live chat.
For some reason.
There we go. Hello.
This is live in 4 minutes.
But then it says live up here.
Yeah. 5 minutes. 5. Yeah. Huh. I wonder how to refresh. I'll put YouTube up.
Can y'all see our beautiful faces?
I'm sure you can. Look at this chiseled
jawline. Ooh, tired.
Yeah, tired. Well, we just did have a milkshake.
I did, and now I just want to curl up and sleep. And then probably
sorry, folks, our YouTube's not showing the way it's supposed to be showing, so I'm gonna break away homesteader. Our search, our name is actually becoming searched quite a lot.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It was right there. Yeah, there we go. Now we're up and running. City Girl Country Hearts here. Kitty.
Your cat is just fine. Our audio is crap.
Deborah E. Can you hear us now?
Is it any better, Doc? Maybe it's your fault.
It could be your computer, because, yeah, you're not very computer literate there, Doc Ferris.
Zing! Buzzing!
Boom!
Because City Girl said see and hear clear.
Ha! So it's not us. It's him.
Okay, but then she just said your audio sounds weird. Make up your mind, City Girl. Make up your mind. We're either great or we're weird. We're greatly weird.
Greatly weird? Let me check my audio. Audio signal is going into the yellow. So it says decent audio. Huh. Interesting.
And Deborah E said sound is strange. Why don't we restart? You have a mic. Even Kitty said we have a mic echo.
Mic echo. I wonder why. I don't have anything on. Huh. Here, let me turn this off here. We're gonna mute our sound on our computer.
We sound weird, but we can hear you. Did that make it any better?
Can you hear us now? Test, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Cut out picture. See. How about now?
You put it to the live chat again?
Oh yeah, it's on top chat. I hate that. Live chat.
Reverb is on.
Reverb?
I don't know why. Like, literally, I'll explain later, but it means there's an echo. We don't have 2 mics. Oh, is your headset in?
It is.
Dumbass.
Thank you very much.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
I don't know.
We only have 1 mic. It's on our camera.
Camera microphone. Let me check the inputs here. See if there's more than 1. You see anything else in there? Oh, there's 2.
Webcam microphone.
Alright, stop talking. Fat chance. Shh.
It's probably that right there. Where's the volume?
Here you go. Off.
How about now?
How about now? I bet you folks can hear us much clearer. It'll take a second. that chance.
Look at my look. That's a murder look.
Oh,
Yay.
good. Yay. Yeah, we had
Breakaway. I was running satellite uplink from SA to US in the 80s, so bite me.
Nice.
Yay, we fixed it.
Fantastic. I'm glad it's working out now. So, welcome to the Breakaway Homestead. I am Patrick.
I'm Megan.
And
I'm tired. He made me a milkshake, and now my fat self just wants to curl up with a blanket and go to sleep.
was it a good milkshake?
It was expletive delicious.
Yeah, good. Expletive delicious.
You told me I can't say the F word.
Oh.
So it was expletive delicious.
She wanted chocolate.
I'm trying.
So I put
Chocolate.
a lot of chocolate.
Chocolate and more chocolate.
Yeah.
It was,
I think I put so much chocolate in it, I can actually feel it on my teeth, like a film of chocolate on my teeth.
do
but
you
it's chocolate.
say that like it's a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing.
Uh-uh.
So stop yawning.
I'm sorry. I can't.
And let's tell these good folks what's been going on this week since last Tuesday.
I got my stitches out.
Pause here for
Oh.
that one person who made that comment on my last show, on our last
Oh,
show.
yeah. So on the last show, there was someone who made a comment that was like, I wanted to learn about the booger tea. He didn't say booger tea, but
I stopped at 10-48
seconds
because I came here to watch about tea, not listen to you ramble on. I'm like, and I replied back. I thought it was very kind. I was like, I'm sorry I wasted your time. Maybe next time wait till the live stream is over.
And then you can skip
And
our
then you can
ramblings.
skip our pointless words, apparently.
So thank y'all for
Apparently-
joining us for our ramblings.
I remember when we had Huxley. You know, you went through how many hours of labor?
40.
I was there for 5 minutes. Like, oh, I'm out. Call
Yeah.
me when he's born, because I don't have
Because
time to wait.
that would have flown real far.
Yeah.
So
We only lived 2 blocks from the hospital at that time.
yeah. So we had that
So,
happen. I got my
sickness.
stitches out.
Oh, Megan got her stitches out.
So
on
that was
Monday.
exciting. Huxley and Patrick both have ear infections.
Still,
Again, for Huxley and still for Pat. The
Yeah, they
meds
gave
are
me-
not
they
augmenting.
gave me Augmentin, but the stuff is not working.
It's not
for me.
working. Huxley's is his third in 3 months, so they switched him off Augmentin to Cefdinir, the Cephens.
Higher stuff up.
Yeah,
next is
and
something else. and
The
then
next
shots.
one, no, the next one is shots,
And then after
which
shots, he's
is
gotta go get
tubes again. So we're probably gonna have to get tubes again.
Another
So
expensive year on the old
on the
medical
old
bills.
homestead, on the old
medical
homestead.
bills.
But yeah, so we got that going for us. We got some baby quails. We just had number 8 come out.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna move this over here real quick so I can
okay.
see our actual incubators right here. And we got number 8 just chilling, taking a nap right now.
Yeah, number 8, like literally, like within the past 4 minutes,
Yeah.
came out. So
we've been birthing.
we've been birthing.
We've been birthing quail for a week now. A few days.
No, it was probably about a week.
Where are you at?
Pat's grabbing a quail. It's a baby quail. You should really go get one of the bunnies. Oh,
Little head pop up. Cheep cheep.
say hi.
Oh, don't jump out. No.
They're active little turds.
They are. They're very active. Say hi. Yeah. So
yeah, we've got quail babies.
Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have about say 5-6 more maybe. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
And so it's a learning curve. This is the second time we've hatched quail.
Yeah.
And then the first time we just threw eggs in there, hoping for the best. And it's a 56 egg incubator.
Yeah.
And we had 8, 6, 7, 9 hatched.
And 6 that made it.
3 died.
Yeah.
And,
Total.
And so we're like, okay, maybe that batch was bad. Maybe we shouldn't leave the eggs in the sun stuff like something.
Or just maybe like this was their first kind of I don't want to say heat cycle because they're birds, but this was really like they had just reached like sexual maturity
right.
and really doing the thing. And so we were like maybe some of the males weren't quite ready or some of the females were, like we don't know. We're new. And
so this time around I found out from a video on Meyer Hatcheries, from Meyer's Hatchery, that when they put their eggs into the incubator, they put them pointy side down first.
And that's where you got the turkeys from, right?
No.
Oh, just kidding.
It
was a hatchery.
It was a hatchery. It's the same hatchery that Tractor Supply uses, except if you go to their website, it's free shipping. There's no shipping involved.
But yeah, so he learned.
Yes,
I was bringing it back around.
Pointed side goes down because the air pocket's on the more bowl side or the bottom side of the egg. And so when you turn it upside down, that pocket stays in place. So when you don't do that, apparently that pocket has to move to the top, and there's chances that it won't, and you'll have a bad egg. So, learning as we go.
Yeah.
So these guys are troopers because.
Yeah, they're doing so with the heat and humidity on this incubator is actually kind of idiot proof.
Yeah.
You set it to what it should be at for what kind of eggs you have in it, and then it will beep at you if something changes, if the temperature drops down, if the humidity in it drops down. So it's like we had talked about in a previous show, we spent a little bit more money this time to get something that. I mean, it makes it easier for us. I'm not gonna lie, but also
to do is make sure that
there's water in it.
There's water in it, and that's it.
That's it.
Wait, it's got a counter on it.
Yeah, it tells you how many days it's been in there. Like literally everything. So.
Yeah. So and then it moves the eggs.
Yeah, it also
every 2 hours.
It kind of rotates them a little bit. So. Yeah.
So it does everything for you. All you gotta do is be there to remove the eggs a few days before they're supposed to hatch.
And boom.
Remove the egg turner and then.
I think. Do we ever put the link in the other?
We did. I can put it back up.
Yeah, it's the China special.
It's a China, which is not. I don't know. That sore subject right now, China.
Okay. Well, it is a large Asian country special.
The largest eggs you got. So it's a 56 egg incubator. I'm getting the link right now. 56.
You hit the 2.
All right. 5, 6. Is that better? Egg. Seriously?
It's just slow. Be patient.
Maybe it's bouncing.
It's not the bouncing.
Look at that. Copy link. And paste into YouTube. Hey Chip, how's it going tonight? Hope you're doing well. So, Vana's here. Vana, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Of course, Kitty. Kitty. What else happened this week? You can wake up.
No, I'm thinking. Don't judge my thinking
face. I made coffee.
Face.
I didn't need to drink it. And
is that what I dumped in the sink?
Possibly.
I was wondering why it looked fresh.
Thanks.
But I thought it was the one I made the other day that you never drank, so I dumped it
coffee.
And washed the cup because I did dishes.
I already dumped that. Did dishes too.
What?
No, I will say we good on dishes.
I don't know. I mean, oh wait, till we had a Huxley's IEP meeting today. Set
very long
and I can't in something educational plan, individual educational plan, IEP. I think. Yeah. I don't know.
He gets one every 6 months to mark his progress and to project what our goals are for him.
The next 6 months, right? It took 2. Well, this one's good for the year, but we'll
2 hours.
Yeah, we'll reevaluate in 6 months.
And it was very obvious that they were not prepared the way they were supposed to be.
Some of them
were. There were a few on task, on point, but the other ones were like, that was the day they looked at it or saw it or whatnot. But
so it's not great, but it's done. It's over with. Set the world record for longest IEP meeting ever.
Guinness Book World Records was there.
And yeah, so he's ready for that.
And then continuing down that rabbit hole
Yeah,
of things.
He's got a lot of appointments set up this summer.
We don't have anything else going on this week, do we?
This week? No.
God, we're done. Hey.
Oh, with him, yeah, we're done.
We will be leaving the state.
Yes.
Probably on Friday. Definitely on Friday.
Yeah, definitely on Friday.
Go
to Georgia.
I don't know.
The Devil's going down to Georgia this
Devil's
weekend,
going down
y'all.
to Georgia. We're heading down to Big Bear Homestead.
Yeah.
For the weekend to hang out with the rears.
Yeah.
The rears. Going to go touch the rears.
I want a photo of you touching the rear.
Okay. No.
Just saying. Get ready, Jason.
If he's here, I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, we're gonna head down there to spend some time with them. Originally we're gonna have a workshop. We already planned on going. I told Megan, hey, put it on your calendar.
Yep.
We're going, and this will be the first time we've been out to visit somebody as a family unit.
Since probably the last time we went to see Doc.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yeah.
And this will be the first time Megan's been there to their house.
I know, I'm excited to see this.
Oh.
So it doesn't really matter where we go, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing we did this weekend. We got a swimming pool.
Oh, we got a swimming pool.
It's a small swimming pool.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot round by 2.5 feet tall, but it's perfect for Huxley. And
Huxley said, in his own words,
I love swimmer, which is what he calls the pool. It's his swimmer.
Yeah.
And so that led to me crying into the pool.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
She felt it.
I did. A little salt water in there. Our raised beds are doing good.
Oh, yeah.
City Girl Country Heart asked about them.
So one of these weeks,
I'm going
to say 2 weeks from now, we are going to have to do a live stream, do a live show on Tuesday Night Live, maybe a few hours before
in the garden,
sunset in the garden, to show them how it's going. Well, also a couple of them are dying because they're at the end of their lifespan. So every plant has a lifespan. It grows up and it dies, right? Both of our beans, when we had a red dragon bean, which is just a hard bean, and then we had blue Kentucky green beans, they have already gone through their entire life cycle and are dying. And we didn't pick the beans off of them because we're saving seeds from these plants. Yeah. And so we're allowing them just to die out. So they could the pods can dry and we can collect the seed for our next garden. But I didn't tell you that our spinach is now bolting and getting ready to flower and make seeds. So that's the goal of this whole section. We really haven't touched anything in our garden as far as collecting, because this garden is specific to collect seeds to
grow what can grow here.
Exactly.
Is kind of was our mentality. Like, not saying we're not going to get some of it, but especially the first kind of round of things that you plant, it was mostly to get the seeds, because we've had a hard time finding stuff that we can grow here because of the sandy soil, and so we've tried different kind of like bases, dirt mix, compost mixes, to try to find that sweet spot for us specifically in our little kind of.
Yeah. Well, Jack and I've been to his house before. You're gonna follow him in town
and get lost again?
Get lost again, apparently. Oh, I think he's talking about the HOA, Homesteaders of America Conference.
Oh, did you get lost?
Last year in October, I guess. He remembers details that I do not.
I don't know. Why is LB barking?
Because it's LB.
Okay, sounds great.
So I have over 60 bush bean plants growing, over 40 pole bean plants. Now, that's the thing about pole bean plants, is they'll take off. And I think with the system we have set up, because we're testing a new system, everything we're doing is above ground.
Yeah.
And everything is growing phenomenally. I mean,
it's like healthy plant-wise.
Better than any plants that we've ever planted or grown before, and they were all from seed. That's the key. We didn't pay for a single freaking plant, bunny plant, because they were all from seed. And that's the benefit of having a greenhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grizzly greenhouse is doing its job. It's
It
empty
is.
right now
Yeah, it is.
because it's too hot.
Oh, what the
inside
hell
there.
is that? It's got a lot of legs. Can you please kill it?
Oh,
Kill it!
oh, did you want it's a little pet?
It is not a pet.
It's gonna whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
Yeah, like the last one that went in my ear. Kill it.
All right, killing it.
Don't kill it with your speaker.
Give me something to kill it with.
Here, kill it with the train bridge.
Train bridge killing. It's dead.
Thank you.
Okay, you happy?
Yes.
Yeah, that could have been Buddha.
I apologize.
Yeah.
You're still dead.
Reincarnated.
So, that's pretty much.
So we in a couple weeks we'll have to do that. We got plans for next week.
Yes, we do.
So let's go ahead and talk about tonight's subject before you fall asleep. Lord have mercy.
Dirty laundry.
Dirty laundry.
So
check out my title.
the washing.
The clothes still need washing. You gotta wash your clothes.
No, it's like my grandmother.
You gotta wash
She
them.
gotta wash.
Yeah, she's from the Midwest.
Yeah, you
That's
wash
why.
things. You gotta
gotta
wash them. So I was reading an article today. We have the first named storm of the season. Andrea.
I just found out about this, like literally. I
Yeah.
haven't got a chance to look at its path or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot from what I
But
could see, but
we're literally 2 weeks away from actual Hurricane Awareness Week, and it's before the season starts.
yeah. So got me thinking about what we went through last year. I am so sorry.
Wow. Well, I'd say I don't.
I am alert. I am just
I
tired.
really don't want a repeat of last year. Last year was mentally challenging.
Yeah.
7 days without power.
Yeah.
Mentally challenging.
We did okay
Have
though.
a drink of water or something.
It's not gonna do anything, honey. So it got me thinking about stuff and going over like what our kind of difficulties were last year. When we were without power with all the flooding. Oh, good Lord, I'm so sorry, y'all.
Seriously, oh my god.
And one of the biggest things that stuck out for me, like we got the power situation kind of planned with the inverter and stuff like that, and we're working towards, that type of thing. But one of the biggest things that had impacted me, I'm not going to stop bouncing. It's keeping me awake and it's not jiggling the camera.
You're shaking the whole desk.
I don't care.
All right. I won't look at it and get seasick.
I hate you so much sometimes. It was one of the things that it was interesting to me is I've never hand washed clothes before, and I did have to do some underwear laundry. Oh well. I'm sorry.
Towards the ice water and smack you every time you yawn.
Towards the end of that, so it was something that I've kind of been looking into off and on about kind of off-grid clothes washing options. And, I know there's ways you can make your own. What?
Nothing.
You're laughing at me, and I don't know why.
I'm watching the stream as well, so I'm just like.
And, so I know there's ways to kind of DIY it with like the 55-gallon drum with the other one inside and hand cranking and stuff like that. And we could go with an option like that. But then I was also looking at store-bought ones more for like the size portability of it. Like we have a camper now, like a pop-up. And we're talking about going camping and stuff like that, but with a child that is still in diapers, we have poo explosions. And so having something that's also small enough that we can tuck it in the camper to take with us for those unaware.
Most productive.
Yeah, so it's not just for when the power goes out and then other than that it lives in a closet somewhere, but also to take camping with us or, whatever the situation arises.
But it's multi-purpose at the same time. We lose power 7 days in a row. We have a way to wash laundry.
Well, yeah, that would be its main purpose.
Well, I get it.
I can't stop, honey, okay?
Can't stop, won't stop.
What? I'm trying to keep the ink stain covered so I don't paint myself blue again. So with that, I was looking at a bunch of different things today and saw a bunch of different types that I'm interested in stopwatching the feedback and
I'm looking at the
conversate with me.
comments.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to be talking about this. I'm listening
Yeah, we're
to
supposed
you
to have a
and look at this at the same
conversation.
time.
You also have pictures, and I'm kind of ready for the. Oh, there's that one. I did write notes on it.
Oh, okay.
It's
You
all
want
the
to
way
bring
up
the
there.
pictures up then?
Yeah.
All right, I'll bring the pictures
So these
up.
are just a couple that I found today that I was looking at.
Nope,
Maybe.
not gonna lock that in place.
There we go.
Why don't you calm down?
So this was one that I found. Like you just Google like powerless washer or non-electric washer, clothes washer, and this one seems to be pretty popular. Has a lot of reviews. There's several different brands that have the same kind of little keggy style to them.
You can wash your clothes and put beer in it.
I mean, it's whatever. You do what you need.
Maybe you can brew beer in that.
I don't think it's pressurized like that. I don't think you couldn't carbonate it in there.
No, but you can still put your mash in there.
Yeah, I like that you covered your face.
I did.
That makes me
I'm
happy.
over here.
You always cover my face, and so it's nice.
Well, you're talking the subject, so
Yay.
it's you.
So with this one, it's pretty simple. Obviously the lid on top comes off. So it says that it holds 7 to 8 dress shirts or 10 t-shirts or 2 pairs of jeans. So not a whole lot of laundry going through there. The cheapest place I found it was like $52. Will you stop?
$52.
$52. So it's pretty simple. What you do is you fill about halfway with water, put a couple drip drops of soap in there, put your clothes in, close the lid, and then all you do is turn it. And that's what the crank on the side is for, and it's pretty simple. There's a drain pipe you can kind of see coming out the side.
See, there's little suction cups at the bottom.
Yeah, you can put it, a lot of people recommend putting it in your bathtub. Some people put it in their sink if they have, kind of like a bigger sink that they can spin it in. So this one intrigues me. It's also kind of small. It's only about yay.
Hands up higher. There you go.
Only about yay. So you can tuck it somewhere, which is, like for us, the portability of it would be a benefit as well. But also we have a small house. So when it's not in use somewhere, but still needs to be remotely accessible in case something happens, the size aspect is important to us.
Do you want to take a second, read some comments?
Vina has that. Do you like it?
Vena, by the way.
Vina. I apologize.
Chip, I have my pole beans growing both
People?
sides.
Your people beans. Got some people beans growing in the backyard.
I'll have what he's having later. Feed it to your quail. Not sure of that. Always make the wife happy. Laugh out loud at breakaway. That was fantastic. Chip signal. Got to washboards earlier this year. Got 2 washboards earlier this year. Haven't used them yet. And City Girl Country Heart says, shh, I want to hear about hurricanes. I don't want to hear about hurricanes. Neither do we, trust me. Patrick needs to step up the outdoor shower project. That's true. I agree.
Fact.
Hey,
Fact.
well, we got tickets and fundage, so maybe we can allocate some of those to that. OBT Dubs by Chip Signal. Florida tax-free hurricane prep starts May 31st.
What the hell is that?
Tax-free generators up to $750 tax-free military discount. Lowe's usually
What? We need
higher
to have some friends in Florida go
generators
shopping.
too. That we do have friends in Florida.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We need to send them shopping. That is not a thing here in the great state of North Carolina.
Call Glenn or Roger or... That is cool. And, thank you to the Lowe's for always offering to military and veterans
discount. Yeah.
10% discount. That 10% discount has made such a difference in our purchases.
Yeah.
And it's made the difference between putting our floors down and not putting our floors down.
Yeah.
Doing 1 and 2 rooms. We had barely enough to cover down for the flooring.
Yeah.
But then you add taxes on top of that, it doesn't work out. Taxes here are about 7.7%.
Yeah.
And so 7.8. And so taking that 10 off made it affordable for us to get the nicer flooring.
Yeah.
So big props to Lowe's for that.
Yeah. We're going to the next
Guessing other coastal states have tax-free holidays, but I'll tell you now they don't. I'm gonna look into it though just to make sure. How goes the Widowmaker project? I'm guessing he's talking about the that thing. That's what this is, by the way. This is the symbol for
Sawmill.
sawmill. Yeah. Spoke about that on somebody's live stream about getting a sawmill to get rid of our widow makers.
Yeah.
Trees.
Well, we just got our tax refund
Finally.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So we do not. We haven't gotten that far yet.
We do have a tax-free school. We do have a tax-free school supply holiday. We do have one of those days here.
Oh, I don't know.
No, we do.
Okay, I'm saying I don't know. Old start. Do not like it. Does not hold the amount of clothes it states.
Ah, says Donna.
Okay, it's good to know. I like the concept of it. I mean, we're not sold on one or the other, but it's just.
Of course, there's also the opportunity to make our own or do whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I buy one, then I know we have it.
Chip says it's time to move to Florida. The option has always been there.
It's there, and we've talked about it, and I look at houses there, but then I'm like, it's Florida.
It's Florida. People move away from Florida for a reason. Take Brad and Kelly. They're both from Florida. They grew up.
But then I have friends there that love it and would never move out.
Yeah, but we went to Florida to go visit some friends. We went out at night in freaking... Where's
I don't know where you're going with this story.
It turned out to be a pretty crazy night. We went to this one bar where
we went bar hopping, and it was supposed to be a bar, but come to find out it was drag night at that bar.
No, I'm talking before that. That was hilarious, by the way. But
no,
we went
left
to that one
there.
bar, the pool hall. I mean,
in the country bar, there were like 4 teeth there.
Yeah, there's enough to make half a rack of teeth.
And then we went to the airport bar, and that was fun. Well, you do have a pretty mouth. I do, but we're talking about laundry.
All right, let's continue on for laundry. Here we go.
So number 2. So this is called the Laundry Pod. It's got, according to its listing on Amazon, it has about 0.2 cubic feet of laundry space. So actually, I had another picture, but for some reason it didn't come through, and I emailed them all to Pat to get ready. But it's basically the same kind of concept. So inside of, I don't know what I'm pointing at, but inside the container is almost like what you would find inside your washing machine. Or almost like a colander type thing in there. And so you put your clothes in, same type of concept, water, soap, clothes. And then the green thing on the top actually comes up, and that's your handle. And so you're spinning your clothes again that way. Now I have no clue how 0.2 cubic feet translates into clothing items. But I couldn't find one that talks about, what are you doing, Patrick? See, exactly what
No. Check this. You got this chick using a laundry pod. I wasn't expecting a actual video. I was expecting this right here. There's a better view of your laundry pod.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's kind of what it looks like on the inside. Same kind of, I guess, concept of the Wonder Wash. You're still spinning it. More of a centrifugal force to clean than anything else. That one was a little bit more, about $65. It's just a different style, I guess, depending on if you want to turn like this or turn like this. So I guess personal preference at that point. You're still hand washing your clothes.
That's true. It's like a salad spinner.
It kind of, the next, no. Yeah, this one I think looks like a salad spinner.
It does look like a salad spinner.
This one is pretty much the exact same thing. It's just like a see-through version of the laundry pod. And this is the Eco Spin, same type of thing. This one has a capacity of 4.63 pounds. And it holds up to 1.5 gallons of water. So a little bit larger than some of the others in like capacity wise. Same type of concept. Put your stuff in there, put your water, put your soap, clothes, and then you're spinning on top. Personally, I feel like this movement is better than this movement. But once again, I guess personal preference.
Like a cauldron.
The second one, from what I could find, it's, I guess, similar to the Wonder Wash in that aspect where this is just research I did. So if anybody has any of these, please throw it out there. It's the same type of thing. You have to drain it, put the water in, rinse, and then if you want a second rinse, you drain it, and so it can be kind of water wasteful, I guess you could say. So that was kind of that, and then we have the salad spinner one, which is the Eco Spin, Avalon Bay Eco Spin. This next one I think looks cool. Pat was telling me that this is like a based off very old school design. In terms of space, this one I think would probably be the best one because it comes apart into 3 pieces. So it's actually quite longer than it looks in the photo.
The IKEA version.
Yeah, and but it actually breaks down into a convenient 8x8x8 box according to their website. So you're looking at something that you could shove that into, and it's pretty simple. They recommend getting 2 5-gallon buckets and fill them about halfway up with water and your clothes and your soap, and then you just plunge away. It's almost like a toilet plunger. Just plunge away, and then you can take your clothes out, put them in the other one, plunge away to get all the soap and stuff out, and then you're good to go.
So I did something.
Oh God.
I wanted you to see what an 1890s
the
washer plunger looks like.
Yeah.
And tell me if there's a difference. This is our technology today. This is our technology 100 years ago.
And it's about the same.
Today.
Yeah. We were talking about this while we were in the pool. So same concept that has been around obviously for a while, but just a little modern, a little more, I don't know. It probably actually would break easier because it's plastic, but it's the same concept, but it does break down. So for our space concerns, it's something to keep in mind. We always have 5-gallon buckets around. So just something to think about.
So all the washing machines, she told me today she wanted 2 of them.
Well, I'm not done.
You're not?
No. I got one more. And that one, the one I actually do kind of want.
You didn't send me a picture of it.
Yes, I did.
That's all the pictures?
No, there's not, Patrick.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Y'all,
my bad player.
Violence is going to happen tonight.
At least she's not yawning.
And that one is only $23.77, so it's cheaper. Still not cheap, but cheaper than some of the others. So this is the one that intrigues me the most, and I don't know why, but it's interesting. So basically you have your egg basket looking thing in the front, and that's what you actually put your clothes in. And this one actually has a 5-gallon capacity, so considerably larger.
That's pretty big.
Like, that's considerably larger than a lot of the ones we've looked at. Even some of the small electric plug-in ones, they still have a very small capacity. So this one is significant, which for us with a child and poo explosions and God knows what else everywhere, having that bigger capacity is appealing to me. So it's still the same kind of thing. You put your clothes in the egg basket looking thing, and it's very similar to the old school hand pumper thing. You put it in, you put your water into the kind of tan container behind it, the bucket, and then you're plunging up and down, so you're pushing and pulling the water through the whole thing.
What happens when you push it up and down?
Nothing. I mean, you put that in there, and that's
agitates it.
Yeah, it's what agitates the clothes.
Okay.
But it also, like, I watched a video on her, like, it was a woman using it. It's always women in the laundry ads, I've noticed. And it looked a lot more comfortable to use than some of them.
More ergonomic.
Yeah, like she was just sitting in a chair with it between her legs, almost like churning butter back in the day, and it was that kind of movement. And, like...
So you're saying she's not going to get text neck doing laundry?
No, she's not going to be done like this the whole time. This is the most awkward live stream I think I've ever done. Yay! So this one appeals to me. However, on the flip side of that, it is not necessarily very space saving in terms of storage. So that would be something to actually think about. But I like the concept of it. I feel like, when we're doing laundry like this, I think as much as like the tumbly ones are cool, we need something that is going to get there, push some water and some soap through our clothes and get out the nasties. Like we're not going to be doing our lightly worn church clothes in these. You know, we're going to be doing stuff that we're camping in, that we're going without power for a week in. You know, when we've got leaking diapers or juice spilled on stuff or God knows what else, or we're digging in rabbit poop or something. Yeah, I don't know. Like when our clothes are dirty, they're dirty.
Yeah.
And so I feel like just for our personal situation that some of the spin agitator ones, you know, whether you're going this way or this way, I just don't know if I feel like they're going to actually get our stuff clean.
Yeah.
And that worries me because if I'm going to put the time and effort into clean clothes, I want my clothes to be clean. However, some of the salad spinner looking ones, like one issue that I saw across the board was that, of course, if you have no power, you're going to be line drying. And a lot of these, it is, other than like the salad spinner looking ones where it can actually like,
centrifugal
force the water out to the sides and away from the clothes, is that when you're pulling them out to put them on the lines, you're pulling out sopping wet clothes.
Yeah.
And
Those
so
take
that,
longer.
and it's just going to take longer, especially, you know, like when you're in the middle of a hurricane and it's raining outside, so you've got to do it on the porch. So it's not, you know, you're not getting the sun because there is no sun. You know, like these are the concerns that we personally have or that I have. And so it's just, I guess there's pluses and minuses to all of them. But this one, and then actually the cheapest one, the little hand plungy thing that's been around for 100 years, are actually the two that I'm most interested in.
You want them.
By most interested, yes, I do.
It's totally not the one that I want to get. The one I want to get is it's a powered one. It's got two sides. It's got the washing side. It's got a spinning side. You've probably seen 100 to 1,000 videos on YouTube about it.
Yeah.
And you can, it only draws like a little over 100 watts per side. And you can literally run it on solar on a sunny day straight from your solar panel. But you have to have solar panels.
Well,
so on and
you
so
also
forth.
have to have the sun.
Right.
And in the middle of a hurricane,
That's true.
when we haven't had power for a week because of the storms,
Yeah.
I mean, it's there, but we're
Right.
not seeing it.
But, you know, alternative power sources.
Yeah, but then you're also looking at something that
drain
is
your batteries.
large. And that's,
Yeah, it
goes,
is
you know,
significantly larger than.
yeah,
Oh, no, those are pretty big. Some of those are pretty big and bulky, too.
just the one.
Yeah.
So then another thing I looked at, and y'all, I'm about to admit something, but it got me thinking about more long-termy situations, not just like the week without power, but, you know, in an event of whatever. And what are you going to do about laundry soap? That's where we're going with this. And and you just remembered what we talked about. So it was like different things you could use, like vinegar, baking soda, you know, if you have stockpiles of it and stuff. Do you have a picture of them? Oh, you got that. You can use regular bar soap and just shave off pieces of it, which I've actually done when I used to make a different version of homemade detergent than what we use now, which is also
We'll discuss
homemade.
that here in a second. Go ahead.
Okay, so maybe it's just me. I don't know. But have y'all ever heard of soap nuts? Because I've never heard of soap nuts. And he thinks it's absolutely hilarious that I've never heard of soap nuts.
Like, she's just like, have you ever heard of soap?
I thought I found the most amazing thing ever in my life ever. And then he was like, honey, what are you talking about? Yeah, I knew of them. And just completely deflated my bubble. But I actually wrote notes. What in the actual hell? Wow. Because it blew my mind. I printed out information about them.
She's like, wow. Wow.
It's like soap nuts. So, for those of you, if there are any of you out there that were like me, that did not know what soap nuts were, we use Zote.
Yeah, we'll talk our recipe for our washing soap.
Yeah. So,
what are
soap nuts? They are native to India and Nepal. Factoid.
So they're not American.
They are not. They they're nuts. I mean, they're soap nuts. That's pretty much so. They're found in both the eastern and western hemispheres. They have recently become popular, environmentally friendly alternative to chemical detergent. They have been used traditionally for different medicines and as an expectorant. So basically, what you do is you get these little soap nuts and you put them in a little baggie, and then you can wash them in your clothes, and that's what acts as the soap, and you can actually use them multiple times. I think I saw like 4 to 6 times somewhere. And so yeah, and then once you're done and you have to replace them, then they're nuts, so they're totally compostable. So it's like a zero waste situation.
Also, if you're thinking about saving your water for watering your plants or doing something like
Yeah,
that,
it's a legit natural
it's
option.
a legit natural option, and nothing's
Yeah.
going to be in it that's going to destroy anything once you dump it.
Yeah.
Or if you reuse it to wash your animals or
Yeah. Just something, whatever. But yeah, so my mind blown. You can buy them on Amazon. About a pound of them, which they state is good for 240 loads, is about $20.
It's a lot of nuts.
It is a lot of nuts. You killing me here.
That's a lot of nuts.
So I'm actually considering trying them because I have never tried them, and I thought I found the greatest thing for laundry since laundry was invented today. And so yeah, but I was highly intrigued by that. Just the whole aspect of them, like natural, good for your skin. You know, I have the skin issues, you know, stuff like that. So I'm like, screw it. I'm seriously, payday, probably gonna order some. We'll give it a go.
You know she's going to.
I'm going to. She's not a
to.
whatever. It's gonna happen.
So let's read some of these comments real quick. Common Man, hey, welcome. Chip Signal has been in here for a minute. Oldest Dirt says you will need a manual ringer with all these. And she also asked a question earlier about the second one, the salad spinner, the internal one, not the one that's visible.
Yeah.
Asking about a rinse cycle. So
yeah, I talked about it. You drain it and pour it in like the Wonder Wash.
Dump the water out, put fresh water in, and that'd be your rinse cycle.
And that's your rinse cycle.
So, Oldest Dirt Dragon, I think so too. Common Man, all these methods will make clothes cleaner, not wash your machine clean. Understand this.
Oh, and we
sanitize our washing machine at least twice a year. At least twice a year.
Yeah, but that's not the point. I mean, I know it's not going to be washing machine clean. However, I do not have a lot of practice hand washing clothes, period. The hurricane was the first time I'd legitimately done it and not just washed a pair of underwear in a hotel sink because you didn't pack enough on a vacation type deal. And so I want something. It's not that I'm not capable of doing it, but I want something so that I can feel especially for Huxley, we're almost achieving that machine clean, or at least better than I can. I've never used a washboard, so I don't know how to do it. Which I'm sure there's a YouTube video.
10 things run through my mind that I could say, but I'm not going to.
That's probably good because I'm about yay from stabbing you tonight.
Yay.
Yes. So.
Yes.
Our
kid did that.
Yeah. Our kid also looked at Pat the other day. Pat was tickling him, and Huxley was just giggling away, and then all of a sudden he stops and gets real serious, looks Pat dead in the eye, and goes, "You're a dork," and then went right back to giggling, and it was the best moment of my parental life so far.
So Oldest Dirt says Zote or Napta. Yep, we're going to talk about Zote here in a minute. Dragon said yes, I've heard of them. She's referring to soap nuts. Oldest Dirt says I've used soap nuts. So Donna's used soap nuts.
Did you like them?
Layman's sell soap nuts.
May, you're fine.
Heather Russo just came in. Hey, Heather. There are also American plants that can be used as soap. Bracken, horse chestnut, soap lily.
Yeah, try that one, honey. I'm pretty sure that's the Latin.
Canthosis, canutus, yucca, etc. Hey, Heather
Canutus.
Canetta. You got the K-netta up?
Okay, no.
All right. Sorry, I was saying spin, not rinse. My bad.
Oh, so the spin the handle comes out on top, and
Yeah.
so you're spinning in this motion.
It's so the second and the third are technically the same. One's just clear, and the other
Yeah,
one's
they're different makes, and that's pretty much it. Different prices.
Hey,
but
Freaky Geek.
about time you showed up.
Yeah. I see wall of shots.
If I had that many shots in me, I would be asleep on the table.
Okay, so the wall of shots. I've been working on this. We are Patreons to
Full spectrum
survival, and when you donate at the $10 level, they send you survival cards every month, once a month. 5 survival cards, a little piece of paper with some survival information on it.
It's pretty cool. They're beautiful pictures.
More or less a thank you from them for supporting.
Yeah.
And they make a lot less than what you pay.
And
honestly.
they just look cool on the wall.
And so you got the picture on the front. You gonna go grab one?
No, I'm shifting because my butt cheek's asleep.
We can switch seats if you want. So they got a picture on the front, and they got a description on the back of what's. Look at that.
We're talking laundry.
I get that. Don't give that sass.
I can give you all the sass. She didn't ask about it. All she says is, I see a wall of shots.
Yeah. And then on the back, it has information on that. This one does not. The one I grabbed. You just spit water all over me.
Because I wasn't expecting that. Of all the ones to grab off the wall,
All
you
of them.
grab the one that doesn't have words on it. I got water everywhere.
I'm going to try this one again.
Ladies and gentlemen, my husband.
You're the one that spit water everywhere. Okay, so here's an example. It's a picture of poison ivy, right? These are waterproof. And on the back, it talks about poison ivy. Urusol is the allergen found in poison ivy. Blah, 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 blah.
So he likes to decorate with them, and I like them, so I don't care.
So yeah, they're wonderful. But we were talking old as dirt, not as blah, blah, blah. All right. Freaky's a guy, not a gal.
I swear to God, you told me it was a girl.
Why did I tell you that? No, I didn't say anything. No.
I'm not going to automatically assume. Actually, I probably would. My apologies. It happens. It's okay. I get called sir on the phone probably about 10
Megan
times
does have
a day.
a deeper voice, and
so when I answer the phone, everybody's like, "Hello, sir. How are you doing?" And I'm like,
fantastic.
One day, probably on the day that I quit, be like, I am an expletive lady.
Yeah.
But actually say the F word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to get that point across once. Just once.
You have boobs, correct?
I do.
Correct.
I
So,
do. Our washing machine.
Our washing machine. What about
It's fantastic. I don't know. You said you were going to talk about the detergent we make.
Okay, so we make our own detergent here. I mean, just recently, Megan tried the Tide Naturals,
I liked it.
but she didn't like it.
No, I think that was actually from using your body wash. Because as soon as I stopped using your body wash, I cleared up.
She's using my soap too, apparently.
I was.
It
It smells good.
does. It smells like a
Man.
me.
It smells good.
I use Dove body wash, by the way.
This.
Anyway, we've been making our own laundry detergent,
About a year now?
but as far back as 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, so we've tried a bunch of different ones. I tried a liquid one, which was nice, except it had a congealing issue where,
Right.
like, when it was still warm while you were making it and mixing everything together, it was fine, it was pourable, but then, like, when you had it in the mason jars and you would go to, like, put it in the laundry, it would just, like, I don't know how to say it. Was gross.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but it
was
wasn't...
like a custard consistency.
Yeah, but with chunks. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was gross.
So, moving on.
Then we went to a powder-based one, and
it was the right mix, I guess.
yeah, I liked it. You could use any, like, you shaved your own soap bar and put it in there, and you had all the other stuff, and it was nice, but it was also very labor-intensive to make, which we didn't even have a kid at that point, and it was just like, oh, I'm not doing this
again.
Yeah, so if you haven't picked on that, we could be lazy.
Yeah, we're not that.
Yeah, motivated. And so we try to find stuff that is like
I
super
tried to put all
freaking
my
easy.
chores tonight on you.
You did.
I was like, I'm gonna make dinner, so you have to go feed the animals.
And I
She's
said
like,
no. That's not gonna
please.
happen. But I did help.
Yes.
So then we found the recipe that we're using now,
And it's fantastic. So
and it's super easy.
get your pens out. Really simple, easy recipe. It has 4 ingredients.
Yep.
4. So you know exactly what's going in. This is regular baking soda. This is the same baking soda you use for cleaning,
Cooking.
So for this 1 pound box, this is a small box you get, put in your fridge or your freezer. Keep stuff fresh. And so you're going to put everything in a large bucket for a lid so you can mix everything up.
We use like the plastic kitty litter boxes.
Bucket, right?
Yeah, bucket, whatever.
And then we dump it into a smaller bucket where we keep our laundry detergent. So that's 1 box. And this is so simple. You're only going to have one thing that really left over after you make it for the next round of detergent. So the next thing is Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. Now this is laundry booster. This is a washing soda. And so this is a large box. It's 3 pounds. So it can be about 3 times larger than the regular baking soda. Very good, right? I can multiply.
You just keep doing you, honey.
And so that goes in there. Next up,
You're talking full box.
Yep, the full box. Dump the full box in there. And then next up is the 20 Mule Team Borax. Now, it's a detergent booster, so this is a little more harsh than the baking soda. So only half the box is going to go inside there. So you don't have to measure it out, guesstimate, but half the box will go inside.
Yeah.
And then 1 box of already flaked Zote soap.
Yep.
And Zote soap is as simple as it can get. There's some fragrance in it, but I think it smells good.
Yeah, it just smells clean.
It smells clean.
Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just clean.
So dump that whole box in there.
And then you put your lid on the kitty litter box.
Liddy litter box?
The liddy litter box. And you shake it.
Shake the crap out of it.
And mix it all up. And then we use about
a quarter cup.
About a quarter cup.
Per load.
And we normally only are doing large loads of laundry. Yeah. We don't know what small ones are. I tell you, folks,
take a look at this shirt. It was white at one point.
Yep.
It does wonders. No.
But yeah, I like it. It gets. We have a child. We have stains.
Word of advice: it is not it's not a cold water.
It works just fine in cold water, babe. The only thing I use hot water on is the whites.
Well, of course, the only person who couldn't make it work was my mother. So
I didn't know she could make it work.
Yeah, she tried to wash her lunch. She's like, "There's soap bits and pieces."
I don't know how that happened.
No, either.
But I have noticed. But it's like a powder. I mean, powder. You start the water, put it in first, and then put your clothes on top of it, stuff like that.
Full disclosure: keep it away from your kids.
Yeah. So I mean, it can be a little caustic on your skin. So, but if you're just like plunging your hand into it, I would not recommend doing a line of it. Hey, I don't care if it's cheating buying the already flaked.
Hey,
we priced it out.
So what we did before, we took Zope bars and we used a
cheese grater.
It doesn't take too long, but it tends to get stuck. It tends to break off because Zote is very soft soap. And for those of you who don't know, you can cube Zote up and use it as catfish bait.
I did not know that.
Yep.
We're learning all sorts of things today. Yeah, we did not use homemade stuff and not this mix of stuff when Huxley was a baby, and we don't have any other babies. So his skin's doing pretty good. I think I probably have the most sensitive out of everybody.
Yeah,
and I haven't had any issues with it so far.
Megan has a sensitivity to nightshade plants.
Yeah.
And if I touch a nightshade plant and I touch her, she breaks out.
Yeah, just from having the oils on his skin. Like, he can go out and prune tomato plants and come in and, like, touch my shoulder, give me a kiss or whatever, and go about his business, and my arm will just
Turn red.
Yeah, break out, itchy. It's horrible. So I definitely have the most sensitive skin, and I haven't had any issues with it, and I like it. It's simple, it's easy, it's cheap.
Freaky
It
Geek says you
lasts.
save a lot by making your
We
own.
really do. I mean, it takes. I mean, it might be a little bit more on the days we have to buy everything, but then
like
it lasts.
$8
yeah,
for everything, but then it lasts
forever.
over a month.
Yeah.
And we do laundry every day.
Almost.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean me. Don't lie.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just saying. Sometimes you leave my stuff in it for a
Because when you don't put your clothes in the hamper, they don't get washed. That is a
Okay.
lesson we're trying to learn.
When was the last time the hamper was put up?
You're a grown man. You can hang up your own hamper.
Where's my hamper?
It's in the laundry room.
Where in
Where
the laundry
hampers
room?
go?
Where in the laundry room?
On the thing. There.
I don't even know where my own hamper is.
Fully visible.
Fully visible.
God gave you 2 of them. Use them.
Punch you.
Mic drop.
Tip.
I saw the cutest thing today.
What?
And it was in the bathroom at the school, actually. And I don't know why it just popped into my head.
Okay.
But it was like, it said, always remember to pray and wash your hands because Jesus and germs are everywhere. And I don't know why, but I thought it was the most adorable thing. And we're talking about cleaning, I guess, and it just popped into my head.
Jesus and
Germs are everywhere.
Wow.
I need to go to sleep.
Right? Yeah.
Uh,
She's tired, apparently.
Knock. It works on a...
We'll
I guess
answer
we
the
missed
question
some
about nuts and
questions.
Scroll up a little.
That's cheating, but they already flaked. Don't care. I do it.
The soap nuts were okay, but did not clean like I thought they would.
Bill.
Did not get simple stains out of shirts.
Or the body odor.
Nor body odor of shirts.
That is disappointing. I still kind of want to try them, and I probably will try them. But I get stinky, and I bet I want to try them. Don't look at me, or don't look at them like you're looking at me.
Don't look at them like you're looking at me.
You're looking at them, rolling your eyes at me. I can still see it. I have a front loader. How does that work? Oh, dude, keep rolling.
I have a front loader.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've never had a front loader. Can you use powders in a front loader? Do you just chuck them in front?
You put them in first. You put powders, and when you put powders in, you put them in the actual laundry machine in with the clothes.
So you would just like
put your clothes in,
or put them in first
them
and then
top.
put it on.
So the first thing it's going to do is fill up with water, and that's going to dissolve.
So I would still chuck it in first and then put the clothes in because you don't want it to dissolve on the clothes.
Yeah. Just to make sure, we usually always use a warm cycle. Okay, I do. Anyway.
But yeah, we don't have a front loader. We got like an old school top loader, so I don't know. Yes, knocking it on its side would be.
Old as Dirt's taking off. Bye, Donna. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in. And it is getting late.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
It's
So
after 10 already.
It's after 10 already. We've already done our whole hour.
And I stopped yawning.
And you stopped yawning. So let me go through a couple of DIYs.
Oh no, tornadoes. Old as Dirt, be careful.
Yeah. Stay safe. It's nasty. Yeah.
I will have to say I saw some of the damage from the tornadoes today on the videos, and I cannot imagine. Like, tornadoes are the one natural thing that like scare the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
I cannot. However, I will have to say that the Facebook memes lately for tornadoes
have been hilarious.
Have been on point.
Yeah.
So
we have been considering making a shelter.
Yes.
For a while now. For a couple years.
Yes.
Because
we have started having more tornadoes here than they have had ever. And it's kind of terrifying because we are not in a tornado alley location. Like, nobody around here has tornado sirens. Nobody like knows how to deal with them. Like, it's a terrible state of shitness. I don't know how else to say it. Like, even like we have a fire department like literally less than a quarter of a mile from us, and we know the chief there, and we were talking to him about it, and like they don't have a tornado siren on top because they have never needed one.
Right.
And so you're having to rely on your phone or like a handheld radio, like announcements and stuff. And sometimes here that's not a reliable source.
Right.
And so it's something. But yeah, they scare the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Like hurricanes, I don't mind them. Bring them on. Let's do it.
Our trees don't help either. So
yeah,
the fact that a tornado would tear down some trees and mess some stuff up.
Yeah. I mean, we have a plan for our property and for us and everything. And, we would do the best we can. But at the same time, like, we have actually seriously started talking about a shelter type deal. You just put this out on my face.
I did.
On that note, I'm out.
You're not leaving. No, you gotta wait. This won't be long. It's gonna take you 5 minutes of your time. No, you sat here and yawn. First 20 minutes of this damn show. You're gonna finish strong.
Was that a butter churner?
It looks like a butter churn. So this is a 5-gallon bucket with a hole in top, with a hole, 2 holes as a matter of fact. One on top and the lid, and a pour spout at the bottom. Now, if you take a look at this next one, what they did was they took the plunger.
That is ghetto fabulous, and I love it.
And they put holes in it to work the same way that $29.95 plunger thing works. And I believe they probably got this at the dollar store. So $5 gets you a new washer.
Warsher.
Washer.
I love it. Oh my god, we need to make one. Can we make one?
We can make.
Because then you can see how dirty the water is when it comes out.
All right. Oh, I think you really want to show people that.
I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
It would be the whole point of doing a video on it. Would be, does it actually clean your clothes?
True. So this dude took a bike rack, a stationary bike rider, and he put his back wheel on an inverter on a torn apart washing machine to run the inverter to give it power to run the wash cycle.
No, it's not. Minus it's housing an electric motor. And it's a drive pulley from the washer. There's no electronics there, honey.
That's cool.
So he is literally spinning the washer itself.
That's cool.
With his bicycling
That'd be
skills.
a little bit more difficult, but if you're using a 10-speed like that, you can start off slow, and then like you're going up a hill, and then work through the gears to get that thing really spinning. That's cool. Here's another version of that, homemade with a large, looks like a 30 or 40 gallon bucket. And then here's the last one here. Now I was going to show the video on this here real quick, and we'll leave after that point. So let me pull that off, put on our display capture, and show you this video. That's not it.
Your red boxy thing is still on there.
That's okay. Here we are. Not worried about the red boxy thing. So take a look at this.
Do they hear the sound?
Yeah, I think so.
And nothing. Oh, there it is. See, that's pretty big capacity.
Right, that's a huge capacity because they're using a 50-gallon drum with a small 30-gallon drum on the inside, and it's on a pulley system. If it'll keep going, there you go. Shut it up. Give it a crank. It's like your crank system.
And that's it. And you can drain it.
And then you drain it when you need to drain it. And rinse and repeat.
So that's pretty simple. I do like that. And I feel like you can get the supplies for that pretty cheap.
Pretty easily.
Yeah.
Right? Display capture. So, I think it's pretty simple. So, there are ways to make your own washing machines. Keep it simple. Let's say if you're
You
stuck
said
in
like
a
a
situation.
compost bin.
Right.
He.
What?
He.
I
said she. Freaky.
My bad.
No,
Later.
I said it. That's why I'm trying to correct myself. But yes, it is like a compost bin. Cuban engineering. Ha!
Can you send me the link to that video? I've already shut it down. So no, I can't. It's on YouTube.
Really, honey?
What?
Can you post it in the link here?
I suppose I can. Well, here we go. Right click, reopen, close tab. How about that? How about them apples?
Them apples.
All right, I'll post that now. So here's the link to that video right there. You happy?
Yes.
Good. And so is she. So,
yeah, I could see a salad spinner for like smaller things,
like
as well.
washcloth, stuff like that.
But we're kind of bigger than a salad spinner, but smaller than a traditional washer. It's kind of our. So it's a wide range there.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we're looking at. What I want. The whole thing for us is like, homesteading with an edge of preparedness, and we know kind of, the past couple of years just being in this house alone, what we've gone through. We dealt with power outages from prior hurricanes at our other house before we moved here, and it's just kind of a live and learn.
It's more becoming a practice now because we're getting used to actually having to deal with it and expect it to happen again.
And so I expect us to lose power again this year. I expect it to be more than a 48-hour window. I expect that. I am trying to prepare our lives enough for that kind of situation, for the disasters, the things that we personally face in our home and our lives, and kind of tailor that to what have figured out and learned through experience that we need, and something like that would be multi-purpose in terms of camping and traveling and stuff like that. But the ultimate purpose would be for those times when we need to do something because we have no power, or we have no this, or, we had a storm come through. And I'm trying to, in my own way, kind of get us there. And this is the weird things that I think about. Like, we're going to lose power. How am I going to clean my underwear? That's where I'm at, where he's more, how are we going to feed the family? How are we going to do this? And which is fine. We both think things of a different aspect. But that's my thing. I don't want to have to do this. So what can I do now to make sure that
before
that's
the power
better?
went out last time, we had not done the dishes.
Yeah, we were wholly unprepared for that.
We didn't do some laundry.
Yeah, it was.
The power came off for like another hour before we went out.
And we were like, clean all the things!
Yep. I was like, make me coffee!
Also,
now!
Yeah. So, I mean, we've lived, we've learned, we've failed, we've succeeded. And, so this just kind of things that I've looked into that I'm like, what would be the best option for us?
Yeah.
And trying to find that. And that's it, really.
So next week we got something special lined up. We're not going to exactly announce what's going on right now because it's still in the works. We're going to collab with another channel and talk some things that it's a pretty important topic. And as soon as
I think it'll be important, but I also think it'll be fairly enlightening. I hope.
Fairly enlightening.
The goal is, I feel,
it'll open some doors and windows for people to actually think
and start a discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope it starts a discussion.
I do too. And
so with that ominous message.
Right. So it's either going to be on my show or this person's show. So it's either going to be on Tuesday or it's going to be on Wednesday. And
we'll let y'all know.
We'll let y'all know. We will probably see you guys this weekend live at some point or another, because knowing Jason, he will be pushing out live streams while we're on his location. And,
we might.
And we might see you then. So until Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we'll put an announcement out on Monday, and have a happy and safe Memorial Day. If y'all are traveling,
be careful.
Be safe. Please be safe. Stay at least 2-3 lengths behind the vehicle in front of you, because you just might rear end them.
Why are you looking at me? I don't rear end people, honey. That's your trait.
Yeah. I rear ended my wife. Boom!
Pretty hard, too.
Yeah. On the interstate.
Into a guardrail.
Yeah. So, I was going to say that sounded pretty dirty.
I was trying to save it.
Trying to save it. Savor the moment. Savor it.
Savor it. So, on that note, can we
on that
please
note,
go? I'm
yes, we can
tired.
please go. Guys, have a good night. We will see you next week.
Have a good Memorial Day. Be safe. Be careful.
And we'll have a quick video to announce when
Yes, we
going
will.
to be.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for our ramblings this evening.
Yes, our pointless words.
Our pointless words and ramblings.
Have a great weekend.
I hope someone out there other than me got educated on soap nuts.
I'm out.